everyone, welcome to another episode of In the Kitchen with Sandy. I'm Sandy, and today I'm going to show you on this episode my version of Fettuccine Alfredo. And in this dish, I'm going to add shrimp to it, so it's going to be Fettuccine Alfredo with shrimp. It's quite easy to make, and it just requires just a few ingredients, and I'm telling you, this makes for the creamiest sauce to go over your fettuccine. It's amazing. Oh, I can't even tell you how wonderful this is. It's so good. Now, I'm going to pre-warn you now that this is a very rich sauce. It requires a little bit more butter than what people normally like to use. So if you are not wanting a recipe that's full of flavor and full of nice buttery sauce, then you might want to not watch this video, because this video is going to blow your mind. I have 2 cups of whipping cream here, and I have a cup of grated Parmesan cheese and a cup of the shredded. Now this is the good, make sure you get the good shredded cheese, or not the shredded, I shredded it myself. You get a nice little square Parmesan cheese. Okay, and then in this little container here, I have just a little bit of granulated garlic. This is about a teaspoon of granulated garlic, half a teaspoon of granulated salt, onion salt, and just a pinch of the garlic powder. This is going to be a garlicky dish, a buttery garlic dish. So I'm telling you, it's going to be amazing. And I also have in here about 3 medium cloves of garlic, just finely chopped, 1 cube of chicken bouillon. Now, if you don't have chicken bouillon in the cubes, you can just use maybe like a teaspoon, teaspoon and a half of the granulated the granulated chicken broth, or whatever it's called. And but if you don't have none of that at all, you don't have to use it. I just like to use it because it gives it just an extra tastiness. That's my version, extra tastiness. Okay, right here I have got 5 tablespoons of butter. Yes, you heard me right. 5 tablespoons of butter. Very rich sauce. Very rich, very delicious. And then in this little container here, I have about a teaspoon of garlic salt, and this is what extra garlic salt, and this is what I'm going to use when I saute my shrimp. Now, this shrimp here is this is already the pre-cooked shrimp. I know that, and I normally tell you I like to use the raw shrimp and cook it myself, but this is perfectly fine. This is all my store had the time that I went, so I'm going to go ahead and use this, and it's going to be just as good. And of course, you need some fettuccine, and you don't have to buy the best. Just any fettuccine will do. And I have a little bit of parsley just for add nice color to it. So, on that note, I have got a pot of water boiling, and make sure you salt it really well. This is going to be for your pasta. So let's go over to the stove and we're going to get started. Okay, and just a small to medium skillet, I have 1 of the tablespoons of butter heating up in the pan, and I'm going to add some of my garlic that I crushed up, about half of it, and the rest is going to go into our sauce. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. This is going to season our shrimp. Now, you might be wondering why I'm doing this first with all the extra garlic and stuff in the shrimp, but I'm telling you, hey, do you know me? I think we've already met. I think you already know that I like to season every layer of my dish. Now, I'm not going to throw you something, like I said, and tell you, oh, this is good, amazing, when it's really not. This is on the money. Okay, and we're going to add the shrimp in there, and we're basically just heating the shrimp, sauteing in the butter, because it's already cooked. We don't want to overcook it. Definitely don't want to overcook it. So we're just going to give that a stir when it's starting to heat up a little bit. And we're just going to let it just cook just for a few minutes, just to get all the flavors in there. And then we're just going to put this off to the side, and we're going to get started on our sauce. My shrimp is back there waiting patiently for the sauce to be completed. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add our butter to your pan. I've got this on about medium heat. You don't want to scorch your butter. Butter tastes not good when it's scorched. So we're going to add that in there. And it already smells really good in here from the shrimp. And then we're going to add your garlic, the remaining of the garlic. And go ahead and toss in your, oh my gosh, have we not been here before with this? I'm trying to get this open. I should have had this opened already. I'm going to go ahead and toss this in. Some people never learn. Now that's going to, once we get the whipping cream in there, come on Sandy, talk. It just smells so good. All I can think about doing is eating it. Oh my word. Okay, this smells already amazing. The garlic and the butter, oh, so delicious. Now we're going to add our whipping cream, our heavy cream. And we're going to give that a whisk. Now again, this the little chicken seasoning cube, it's gonna melt right in there with that. So while we've got this going and heating up, I'm going to go ahead and add my pasta. Now you do not want to overcook this pasta. You just want to cook it for about 2 minutes less than what it normally cooks. So if it says on the back of the box, cook it for 8 to 10 minutes, then just cook it for about 6 or 7 minutes, because it's going to heat through in the box as well, or in the sauce. So once that comes to boil, we're going to add that. I'm getting ahead of myself here. Okay, my water is boiling, so I'm going to go ahead and add my pasta. And again, make sure you do not overcook this. About 7 to 8 minutes is going to be sufficient for your pasta. Make sure you keep it at a nice boil. Your pasta tends to stick together when you don't let it boil, or bring it to a boil and let it continue boiling, and it just kind of makes it all rooky. But make sure you keep it at a constant boil. You want to separate it. There we go. Okay, about 8 minutes on that. And to this, you can see my chicken cube is already, it's melting nicely. We are going to go ahead and add our seasonings here, our onion, salt, and our garlic. Oh, this is going to be so delicious. And the Parmesan cheese. Now, if you want to save a little bit of this to sprinkle on top, that's perfectly alright for me. Give that a stir, or a whisk. Now this is going to thicken up nicely. That's why I like to use both of the cheeses, the powdered Parmesan cheese and the grated Parmesan cheese, because it adds a very nice texture to it. Now, I'm going to go ahead and add this, your other cheese. And again, if you want to save a little bit of that to top it, perfectly fine. Okay, my sauce is done, and I want you to look at the thickness of that. That is absolutely beautiful. That is just going to absorb wonderfully into the noodles. And now I'm going to go ahead and hit it with some fresh ground pepper. I like a lot. Isn't that gorgeous? And then we're going to add, this is just for coloring. If you don't want to use the parsley, that's perfectly fine. Go ahead and add some fresh parsley. And we are going to give that a quick stir. Oh, look at that beautiful color. That's amazing. And then we are just going to add our pasta. Our pasta is perfectly cooked. Let's go ahead and add that. Make sure you drain it real well, and you're just going to add it right in here. Oh, what I did with my fork. Ooh, hot. Add that right in there. And then we're just going to toss it around. Doesn't that look wonderful? I'm going to add my shrimp. Go ahead and throw your shrimp in there. Yummy, 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 yummy. And then we're going to give it another quick toss. Look at that. Looks like somebody ate that one and just left the tail in there. We're going to give it a toss, and then we're going to plate this baby up. I can't wait. This is amazing. it's delicious. Go ahead and get me a few shrimp. And I'm going to give this a quick taste. Okay, it doesn't get any quicker or easier or delicious than this. So let me go ahead and give this a try, and I know this is going to be super hot. So creamy. Make sure you definitely give this a try. It is so good, so quick, so easy. Subscribe, give me a thumbs up, show me some love, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and Google+. I'll see you next week. Bye.